So in this video, you're going to find out the #1 reason why most people are scared to make YouTube videos, and why there's this huge trend of really average people, like myself, using what I call teleprompter marketing secrets. And they're using teleprompter marketing secrets to help make videos and rank videos. In that last video, I explained how video is really becoming a mandatory part of having an online, business that's successful. As you may know, I've been supporting my wife and 5 kids using the internet for over 19 years, and I can honestly say YouTube has brought in at least half of all that income over the years. And I say half partly because YouTube has really only been around for about half of my 19 years online, but also during the entire time YouTube has been online, I've heard of a lot of, resistance. A lot of my students have had resistance about making videos. The #1 reason my students tell me that they don't want to make videos typically is because they're simply nervous about the idea of filming themselves talking, just talking into a camera. Oftentimes they don't even know what they would say if they did film themselves. Well, I've got you covered on that first part of the problem, of not knowing what to say. I can totally help you because I've literally got scripts that you can use, the same ones I use, and I'm going to let you in on a little teleprompter secret that I don't often share. I've used a teleprompter on at least half of the videos that I've made over the years. But even before I ever used a teleprompter, I still wrote down what I was going to say first. So I wrote up what I call little scripts to help guide me so I would, stay on track and that I wouldn't end up rambling like I definitely have a tendency to do. And you'd probably have a good laugh if you saw some of the first videos I made, because I used to write tiny little scripts on paper and then I'd tape them right next to my camera. That way I could just read exactly what I wanted to say, and it totally took the edge off of that anxiety, and it made me just feel a lot more comfortable and confident. And who doesn't want to feel more comfortable and confident, when it comes to making videos? And some people even took the time to write down in the comments section below my videos that they knew I was reading. And at first I thought that my cover was blown and now I can't use that technique anymore, is what I thought. But I was actually getting a lot of views still, and I was getting most of my leads still coming from that technique. So I just kept on reading, and sometimes I would just try to memorize my script before recording, so that way I'd be able to look right into the camera lens and nobody could accuse me of reading. But I soon found out it didn't really matter which way I did it, because either way I did it, I was still supporting my entire family, whether I was reading or speaking from memory. So it really didn't matter. But one thing that did improve my whole presentation on video was when I first discovered the power and the magic of teleprompters. Yeah, a fellow marketing buddy of mine, he said he was looking into buying a teleprompter. And I remember saying, hey, but teleprompters aren't those for like news reporters, and aren't they super expensive? But he was telling me he just saw one on Amazon for $99, or it might have even been $49. So I took a look. I didn't even understand what teleprompters were, how they worked, but I just took a leap of faith and I ordered the thing, and I hoped it would be easy to use. Thankfully, it was much easier than I ever would have imagined. And in fact, if you want to see the first video of how my very first teleprompter worked and looked, let me know in the comments section, and I'll make a quick video of it, and I'll make a little demo showing you exactly how it works in case there's any mystery about this to you. Anyway, this little teleprompter totally helped improve my confidence whenever I made videos. It was like magic to me, because I'm not a super confident person, so that took the edge off, and it's just what I needed. It's probably just what you might need yourself. Anyway, this little teleprompter totally improved my confidence, every time I would make videos. And most important, it took away most of my anxiety and nerves when it came to video marketing. It was kind of like a crutch that allowed me to keep up with all those other video marketers out there. You know the ones. They're out there making a fortune with video. And that's part of the reason why I'm sharing this with you, is because I know from reading in all the comments of my last video that many of you are intimidated or have anxiety about making videos. So I know it can definitely give you a case of the nerves. So that's why I want you to fully understand how I overcame all of this. It was fairly easy. You don't have to start out with a teleprompter. You can start out with just a basic script of what you want to say, because it's okay to read. As I explained earlier, when I compare the videos where I'm reading to the videos where I'm speaking from memory, they both had a lot of people tuning in to whatever it was I was saying. In fact, when some of my students saw the videos where I was just reading, many of them copied what I was doing, and they kind of just decided, hey, if it works for my teacher, my mentor, then it would be good enough for them. Have you ever noticed that during many famous speeches, the person at the podium is often literally reading from a piece of paper. In that case, they're not even trying to hide the fact that they're reading. They do it for the same reason that I've done a lot of reading while on camera, because I don't want to forget my key points, and I don't want to suddenly stop talking because I just have no idea what I was going to say. We've all just lost our train of thought. But assuming you fully understand that I can give you my scripts and help you out when it comes to what you're going to say, and assuming that you understand that having your own script to place right next to your camera is going to make it a lot easier for you to start making videos, well then, let's move on to the last thing that some of you requested in my last video. You said you'd like to know even more methods to calm your nerves and to be even more relaxed when making videos. Well, it's been a long time since I recorded my very first video, but I do remember that I was incredibly nervous about, being on camera. And I think the scariest part was the feeling that I was going to be talking to a massive audience. We all know that most people fear public speaking even more than death. That's just a fact. So it makes sense that we're all going to be a little bit nervous. But then I thought about it and I realized it really didn't make any sense to be nervous, because I actually wasn't even going to be speaking in front of any sort of large audience. First of all, I knew from talking to other video marketers that it's very unlikely that your first video is even going to get looked at by more than like 5 people. The second thing is this: I promised myself that I would absolutely not upload any videos unless I felt like I did a great job, or at least a good job. So that gave me a sense of control, and it put me in control in a way that you'd never have if you were going to do a speech in front of a real large audience, live. If you do a speech in front of a real live audience, you don't get to decide if you're going to upload it or not. You're just out there winging it in front of a live audience. You don't get to edit or fix mistakes. So that makes perfect sense to be nervous about public speaking in that case. But privately, speaking into a camera at home, you really shouldn't be nervous. On the first few videos I made, I just deleted them like I promised myself I would if they came out bad. And then I got some free editing software, and I learned how to basically cut out my screw-ups for future videos. And over time, I also gave myself some important permission that helped me. I gave myself permission to literally screw up parts of my videos and just keep going anyway. My mentor taught me that people on places like YouTube actually prefer to see a few mess-ups, because it shows that you're human who puts on pants, one leg at a time, just like everyone else. So understanding that striving for perfection is a marketer's worst enemy, because it always gets in your way, even outside of making videos, trying to be perfect in your business will almost always cause you problems, and it almost always slows you down. It's better to be imperfect and just keep moving forward toward your goals. Others are actually going to be inspired by your imperfections, and they realize that they can do it too. If they see you doing it and they see that you're not perfect, and they say, okay, I could do that then. Now, in my last video, I promised that I would show you the few things that I do, just a few things that get me to rank up near the top on YouTube. I bought entire courses on the subject of how to get ranked on YouTube, so I can save you the hassle by telling you some of the smaller things you can do. You don't have to do all these things. There's a few things out of the hundreds of tips that I learned that do make a difference. You definitely want to create a banner for your YouTube channel. This is often called your channel art, and I'll cover how to make an advanced banner later on. But for right now, you just need to get the basics. You need to make sure you have some, just any image uploaded in that place where it asks for one. So just log into your YouTube account and click the profile image up at the top on the left-hand side of the page, very top corner. And if you don't have a profile image, just click the little circle where your profile image should be, and then you want to click Creator Studio, and then from there you can click where it says View Channel. You're going to see a little pencil icon in that area of the screen, and that's for adding your profile images as well as for uploading your banner image. And remember, don't try to be perfect. Don't try to have perfect images for either of these. Just remember, it really doesn't matter to YouTube what you have there. What they're looking for is that you have something there, that you've taken the time to actually put an image, or in this case 2 images there. So upload any images you want for channel art and any image you want for your profile image. Those 2 things should be completed for sure before uploading any videos. The only other things that matter after that are keyword related, and I'm going to cover how to properly set up your keywords in my next video. Or if you can't wait, on that advice, just ask questions in the comments below, and I'll answer even before that next video comes out. Also, if you haven't already, be sure and click the subscribe button or the subscribe link below this video, as well as click on the little bell icon. That way you'll be notified right when my next video is released. And if you prefer to communicate by phone, I'll include my phone number in this video or below it. But either way, whether you decide to use what I call Teleprompter Marketing Secrets, or you just want to wing it from a script or from your memory, I hope you're ready to do some video marketing. Alright, bye for now.